What's going on, guys? Doomwake here, and welcome back to some more Tarkir Dragonstorm Standard. Cori-Steel Cutter is all the rage right now. It's everywhere. It's in the Prowess decks. There's mice decks playing it. It is by far the most impactful card from Tarkir Dragonstorm. And we're playing Prowess, but not necessarily the Prowess deck that you would expect. And we're going to get into that in a second here. So this is a deck that recently won. I say recently, by the time this is going up, it may have been about a week ago at this point. But this is a deck that won an MTGO challenge. And the concept here is you're taking the Prowess core, right, of just utilizing, Stormchaser's talent as your main 1-mana Prowess threat. I say this is a Prowess deck. There's no actual Prowess creatures in the deck. You'll notice there's no Swiss Spears and no Slickshot show-offs. Now, why would we do that, right? Well, the concept is the best cards against Izzet Prowess are stuff like Temporary Lockdown, Sweepers, Cheap Removal to kill Swiss Spear and Slickshot. And if you build your deck in such a way that you remove the Slickshots and the Swift Spears, you sort of sidestep all of that hate that people are boarding in, and stuff like High Noon as well, which, to be fair, High Noon is still good against this deck, but you kind of sidestep all of that cheap spot removal in favor of just bigger creatures like Tolarian Terror and Hearth Elemental, both of which get discounted for the number of instants and sorceries in your graveyard, right? So you already have 8 cantrips, so 4 opt and 4 sleight of hand. You have Torch the Tower, Burst Lightning as kill spells. We're even playing Unending Whisper, which is just 1 mana draw card. You're probably not going to harmonize it very often in this deck, but you kind of want it to be able to either double spell for Cutter or have a cheap card that goes to the graveyard that draws a card, so you can get a discount on Tolarian Terror or Hearth Elemental. And then past that, like I mentioned, we have the talents as your additional threat. And what's great about talent is it's not only a cheap threat, but it is also a late game advantage engine when paired with something like this Town Ain't Big Enough. Couple of main deck Abrades, because this card is very good right now in the Cori-Steel Cutter meta, being able to kill Cutter main deck. And the really good thing about Abrade is that it's a split card that either kills Cutter or kills one of their early Prowess creatures, whether that be a Swift Spear or a Slickshot. And then you get some stock ups to refuel, and that's pretty much it. You've taken a lot of the elements of the Prowess deck, which is Cutter, cantrips, kill spells, and stock ups to a lesser extent, and you're using that as a base, but instead of playing Slickshot Swift Spear, you're playing Hearth Elemental Tolarian Terror. And I think that kind of makes sense. Now, the downside is that when in matchups where you need to race, right, whether that be not necessarily the mirror match, because I will say, at least in my experience, the creatures like Swift Spear and Slickshot don't matter as much as whoever just gets the trigger Cutter first. That seems to be the most important thing in the mirror match. But stuff like Omniscience, Domain, Control, right? Those decks where you kind of need to race them. I guess Control less so, but Omniscience and Domain for sure. And you do lose a little bit out on that because you're not getting to play those cheap creatures. Your clock is a lot slower and it's harder to race those decks. So that's where the downside is. But we can make up for that in the sideboard. Get some Sunspine Lynx, very good against Domain. Ghost Vacuum, very good against Omniscience. And then kind of just the usual suspects from there. 4th copy of Stock Up. Maybe that should be in the main deck. But yeah, that is pretty much it for the deck tech. Just, like I said, a slightly different variation on Prowess. I've been trying so many different versions of this deck, preparing for the upcoming regional championship in Minneapolis, which as of the time of recording, I'm recording this on Monday, I'm only leaving in 4 days. I don't think this is the version that I'm going to play, but it is certainly one that impressed me a little bit during testing, and I don't think it's a terrible choice for the weekend. So with all of that said, I will see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. Maybe you even consider playing Picklock Prankster. The issue with Enter the Enigma is it's a lot worse when you don't have Slickshot Swift Spear, because you have less things to target it early on those like turns you need to double spell with Cutter. Path is better than Prankster. No, I know that, but I'm saying why not both? I don't even like Abrade that much against them, but I guess it's a spell. Fear of isolation. I'm just gonna kill it now. Not get Kaido'd. That is true. Picklock does not get Hearth Elemental. Is there any type of that effect that just finds adventures? Like pick up an instant sorcery or adventure or something like that. I don't know if there's any versions of that that does that type of effect. Can we get a spell count? Tres. This will be Quattro. So I can do this next turn. Sudden Pearl Kirin. God, the nice thing about this version is you just do not give a shit about Hopeless Nightmare. Okay, so draw a card. Oh my goodness. Deal 3. There is a pretty good chance they have a momentum breaker, but it's fine. Yeah, it's okay to discard the Nightmare. Oh my god. Is that good? Play my land first. It's higher upside to not play the land first, because I could hit an untapped red source to cast the Hearth Elemental, but it just doesn't matter at this point. Does not matter. You should play the land always. No, I think there's a reasonable argument to, like, high roll an untapped red source there for Elemental. It's close. All right, Pixie. Pixie. You know, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have this experience where I board in the 4th stock up every single round, and then my immediate comment at the end of the video is going to be, why didn't we just play 4 stock up the whole time? I have a sneaky feeling that that's going to happen. But that's why we play the games, you know? Founding lets you cast the adventure for free. Yes. Look, that's good. That's good. All right. What else do we want against Pixie? I've had the experience of Sunspine being good against them, but maybe it's not as good on the draw. Pierce sucks. Negate sucks. Barrage good against Kaido. Torch is okay against them. What's bad? Abrade stinks. Could just cut some cantrips. Pierce terrible. The towns aren't very good, are they? I don't think town's great against Pixie. I think I just do this. The only reservation that I have about boarding in Lynx is I feel like we have too many threats if we do Lynx, Elemental, and Terror. And what I mean by that is like too much clunky stuff in the games where they just aggro us out. Right? Keep. Yes. Did it feel good? Because I've done that several times, and it feels really fucking good. I'm gonna wait till their turn in case they have Scavenger. Maybe that's better. You've picked up things you can't even imagine. Ghost Vacuum. Okay. I wasn't sure they would board him in. But if we go to game 3, I'll board back in the Abrades. Playing Cutter kind of sucks if they have... Loran. This might actually be a turn where I go turn 3 Cutter. Yeah. Yeah, I chose not to leave in at Abrade. Maybe that was bad. I just kind of wasn't thinking about Ghost Vacuum, but if you go to game 3, I'll board in at least one Abrade. Stoka. If you considered running Storm Catch Mentor to discount higher CMC cards, that discounts instants and sorceries, correct? It's a pretty weak card, though. Isn't it just a 2-mana 2/2? Oh, it's a 2-mana 1/1, but that's Prowess. 2-mana 1/1 haste, Prowess, instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less. The thing about a card like that is look at the spells that we're playing, right? 1 mana, 1 mana, 1 mana, kind of 5 mana, but mostly 1 mana, 1 mana. Like, the only things you're discounting realistically are Stock Up and Hearth Elemental, and it's just, I don't know, there's probably not enough there, you know? I don't hate the idea, but... Play around Pierce. Yeah. No, I got you, Steve. This one. This one. I don't know what they were thinking with this Cori-Steel Cutter card, man. I just don't know what they were thinking. It might be one of the most absurd cards that I've ever read in my entire life. And I'm not even joking when I say that. It is ridiculous. Sure. Pixie. I mean, bro, if you're not killing my cutters, you literally can't win this game. you gotta do that. We gotta have a talk. What if we played 4-color Pixie and just added Cutter to Esper Pixie? Can we do that? No, not Mardu. 4 colors. Do I need the 3rd stock up? I don't think I do. Red burst lightnings you once and you die. Allegedly. No, we just played 20 fast lands. Explain to me what is the worst that could happen if our mana base was just 20 fast lands? Like, nothing could possibly go wrong. 99% of these games, like, they don't go to 0 life on turn 3, but they are drawing dead on turn 3, is what I mean, you know? I'm trolling. I'm only half trolling. You ever keep the 3rd cutter over the 1st stock up here? New player here. How do I get better? Just getting more experience. Immediate reply from Jose. Leaving the stream as a start. Bro, just mods, can we please ban Jose lifetime? New player here. I would highly recommend just practice. It's the best advice I can give you. Kidding? You sure didn't seem like you were kidding. Also, can we get some gamblers? There's like nobody voting right now. Any gamblers? The number one thing you can do to get better is every single thing that I do, you should do the opposite. Bopach. stop watching. No. You have to watch, because if you want to know what to not do, that is why you should watch. Does that make sense? And I bought him the 4th cutter. I sure did. All right, well, we died. Prime subs help you rank up. I've heard that too. I've heard that a Twitch Prime sub goes a long way towards improving your development as a player. Remember that time that I was in the draw? Remember that? I remember. I remember. Check, 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 check. Straight up, leave your shit. Hand's nice. You should pick the draw to learn how to play on the draw better. No, because you'll never win. What's the point? Should have subscribed to yourself with Twitch Prime, clearly. I would if I could. I'm not allowed to do that. They don't let me do that. You think they have an Abrade in hand? I think I'm actually fine if they have Abrade. Because then I could just go town, bounce this, bounce something, replay this. Like, it's whatever. Mage Bane Lizard. It's not good for us. I think we'll be fine. I think we will be okay. I'm not saying that card is bad, but it's gotta be something better, right? When you're gonna go. Although I guess if more people are playing Magebane Lizard, we could consider playing Scorching Shot. Oh, yeah, I guess if I torch the Hardfire hero, if they block any of my creatures, I could just kill the lizard, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is fine. So we go to 9 and just cast this. Bottom. They go to 2. Yeah. Yeah, this is fine. Why does that lizard have such a big caboose? I don't know if I buy it. I guess we could die. Oh. Was I just dead the whole time? Word. Was I literally just dead this whole time? Oh, okay. Oh, they needed a spell off of the trigger because they had 8 damage. I see. Whew. Oh boy. That was close. Closer than I wanted it to be. All right, game 3. This hand isn't good, is it? Doesn't seem good. Removal spell, card draw spell that I probably can't even cast, 1 mana cantrip, like... I think we throw this back. I mean, I think I actually keep this. This is my 6. I'm already on 6. I don't want to go to 5, man. Should have kept 7. I guess so. Look, there's just an island on top of my deck. It's that easy. I can't believe I can't believe that you don't believe me that this card is an island. Okay. Well. Sorry, I misspoke. I meant the second card. My bad. It's a clear misspeak. Well. Rip. These hands, every single hand that doesn't have Cutter looks terrible. Is that just how these Prowess decks are? It's just what we're signing up for. Let's try this. I don't know. I don't know if this hand's a keep, but this is more of an experiment. Yeah, that's true. We do have 11 cantrips, and I'm not drawing those. Which would certainly make everything look a little bit better. Maybe we should play the 12th cantrip. Main phase opt. Sus. Why are you playing that on your main phase? Yeah, there's really nothing better than the harmonized cantrip. I mean, I guess you could play Crash Through. Crash Through is legal, right? I think it is. This feels bad. I need to save the Abrade for Cutter, though. How often do you realistically harmonize that, the 1 mana cantrip? I guess it's good specifically with the Terror and the Elemental, so maybe more often than I think. Yeah, okay. It is good the turn that you play those things. Now, punish for holding the Abrade, I guess. Can we get a spell count? 1? Well, 2. I believe I am supposed to take Slight Terror, maybe? I mean, the talent's nice with the town. Could take, like, Talent Slight? I don't hate that. Talent Terror is kind of weird, though, because, like, if I'm going to take this, I have to take a spell with it, I think. I guess I'd maybe rather have a kill spell than a cantrip. Well, not really with this hand. Let's take these two. Are they finally going to deploy their Cutter? I know they got it. Ah. A little plotting. A little plotting. Oh. So Cutter Sleight, try and find an instant speed kill spell for, yeah, for the slick shot. Could just play defensively here, but like Talent hold up town or something. Not the best. Let's do this now, I think. Because we can town next turn to get a double spell. Alright, don't kill me. Don't kill me. Don't do it, Luke. You would never. Luke would never kill me this turn, right? Come on, Luke. You wouldn't do that to me. I thought we were friends, Luke. What? Ah! That can't be right. Okay, so their hand's terrible? Is that what this means? Can I take it all? Sure. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A cantrip would be 10. I'm just not gonna block. That's huge. Huge! Alright. Torch. This. I have a response. Yeah, I'm okay with this. And then I think I should just do this main phase. Because they did show a shore up, so I don't know how many of those they have, but it's that Cutter diff. That sweet, sweet Cutter diff. And we just have guaranteed lethal, right? We go talent, level, pick up cantrip. Or even just kill spell. That's fancier. Yeah, dead to bolt up the sleeve. Judge. You got a spell pierce for me, Luke? Okay. Let him cook. Burst lightning. I accept. What's the plan here? The plan is die to burst lightning. That's the plan. Okay. Sure. All right, so this one is the Slick Shot version. So they're probably not playing the Terrors. This is like Slick Shots and Swift Spears. So the more traditional Prowess deck, if you will. Which, how do we want the sideboard against this version? I believe I want all of my stock ups. I believe I want torches. How do we... Okay, what is everybody's opinion on Pyroclasm against the other Cutter decks? In theory, it seems good. But my thinking was, if you have enough ways to answer the Cutter before it gets going, like Abrade and Spell Pierce, do you even need the Pyroclasms? Because they're not really that good against Swift Spear. Right? Yeah, they could board an Iconoclast. Yeah, we can do something like this. And then what do we cut is the question. Cut the towns again? These towns feel kind of bad. I don't know if I like them that much. Cut the whispers, maybe? Trim a whisper. And I'm just going to cut all of them. One more cut. Maybe we can cut one of the big bozos. A talent and a terror. You'd rather cut a terror than a Hearth Elemental? Guess that's fine. Bring in one of these. Sure. How many of my RCQ opponents had GRVs before the match started? None. But it is funny you mentioned that because that individual does judge locally sometimes. I haven't been at an event that he's judged in a while, but he has definitely judged RCQs before. Firing Annihilation? Which one's that? Can you share a name? What do you mean? Name of the individual in question or the store? Fiery Annihilation. Deal 5 to a creature, exile to one target equipment attached to that creature. So I guess you want Fiery Annihilation to be able to, like, be good against Cutter, sort of. Could be okay. Dude, if they play a cantrip here, they're gonna get blown out. This is not a very good exchange for our opponent. I think I played that. I think I played that right. Show fucking nightmare. I mean, the bad news is my hand kind of sucks. Go. Your turn. Thinking, dude, you're just gonna cast Cutter. I know you are. I know you saved it till turn 4. I'm not stupid. What the hell? That wasn't supposed to happen. This Pierce will do something eventually, right? Everybody to feel your tragic fate. You ready to pierce this opt? I'm ready to pierce this opt. Oh, is my song request thing broken again? I hope nobody else redeemed song request today, because for whatever reason, my thing has just been broken. Okay, thankfully, it seems like you're the only person to redeem a song request. What do I do here? Is this my play? I hate it, but I think it's the right play. Like, what else am I doing? I can't do anything else, right? Oh, now, okay, and I found it now. Sex type thing by STP. In the queue, J-Dub. In the queue. 5 mana 5/5. Actually, it's 5 mana 5/5 ward 2. Don't talk down about my lovely serpent. Dude, you better believe I'm blocking. Never mind. Just kidding. I'm a coward. I thought about it. Dude, come on! Fuck off. Oh my god. Alright, yeah, these are getting annoying. Alright, yeah, I mean, I think I'm doing this. I don't even know if I like this play, but my hand fucking sucks. Hand got a little bit better. I guess I just go for the Clasm now. It's probably not getting any better, right? Like, I know it's not going to work, but this might make them use a rage here, and I think I'm pretty happy with that. You wonder if Trainer is better than Hearth Elemental? Well, the idea is that... Oh, that's kind of cute. The idea is that with Hearth Elemental, you have more threats, because you're cutting both... You're cutting Slick Shot and Swift Spear, so you do kind of want the extra threats. So I think that's the concept, which makes sense, right? It's like, this is more threats. I get it. Hey, what's up, Amir? Yeah, it's more threats that don't die to lockdown, and that is the big part of like the whole concept behind doing this kind of thing. Ooh, they're scared. They're scared. I'll pay for beers. I have 3 in hand, 1's a cantrip. Just take 2 kill spells, right? And then extra, I could just rebuy the stock up with talent. This is kind of weird, though. Nah, maybe that's bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let me do this. I'm gonna torch the 1/1 now and see if they do anything. Okay. Cast this for 1. And just pass? I think we're passing, right? 9. Attack for 5. No, that's sketchy as hell. I don't want to do that. That sounds really sketchy. Surely we have to attack there. I don't think we do. I don't think it's going to change the clock that much. Okay. Coward? Yeah, I'm a coward. What do you want from me? I admit it. I am 100% a coward. That's fine. It's going to work out here, though. How do you have 7 lands in play in a 21 land deck? 22, right? I think you're playing 22. At least I think this version's... Yeah. Oh, this one's only on 21. Never mind. I thought it was 22. It's that arena diff. The arena diff. I do kind of get owned by town, I guess. I don't give a shit about that. That's why I didn't attack, by the way. Here I come, I come. Here I come, I come, I come, I come. Word. Now do I attack? I have 2 in hand. Both of these are already level 2. Gone through 1 cutter. I kind of want to wait 1 more turn. Nah, never mind. I'm not a coward. Fuck it, B-ball. The forbidden level 6. Well, the reason I kind of wanted to attack there is because they're actually getting dangerously close to their level 6. And that's something I'm kind of worried about. Also, how do we beat this card? How do we beat this card, especially when we board out town? Yeah, I'm not sure that we do. Look, I unmuted you just to see if you would stop spamming emotes, and you didn't, so I'm going to go back and mute you again. These are not the droids we are looking for. I guess we have to keep in towns just for Screaming Nemesis. Not go to 3 life. How exactly would you have liked me to not do that? Explain your work. We have to find a talent. Nah, did. I guess we're not technically dead. I'm gonna 1. I don't think we have outs, but yeah. All right. Game 3. I mean, given the fact that they have Nemesis, I do think we probably should keep in some number of towns. Maybe just 1. I think this Pyroclasm sucks. I'm just gonna play a town. One of the challenges this weekend by Mogged, which was Gruul Cutter, was like mice, cutter, questing druid, and I think that's a respectable way to do it, but if you're gonna play the mice, I don't think you want to play blue. You'd want to play green at that point. Because the mice, like, once you have mice plus cutter and all the ones, that's just too many slots. Please just play cutter this turn. Please play cutter. Do I have the read? He had the read. He had the read. I simply spell Pierce your opt. Too smart. Bro, I'm taking it. Alright, so the game is over, is what you're telling me. So the game is over. Actually, I can't kill them this turn, though. Funny enough, I can't kill you. Put you to 3, but let's do this. Take a cantrip. I can kill you next turn. You get another Pyroclasm. Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's why Cutter is so good in that deck. It just gives you more ways to Valiant, which is really nice. Torch the Tower. I guess I'll respond. Just in case they have like a rage or something. Oh, I should have sacked the token. That's my bad. Yeah, there's no reason not to sack the token. Okay. You're dead to the card that you know is in my hand. I'm just gonna cast the Cutter for BM, okay? I'll take a Terror. Stop emote spamming me! Just go away! Stop it! Oh, man. Exclamation point Gamba. 2, get it twisted. I like this hand. I do, I do, I do, I do. Why do we need mods? Chat, behave. Behave. I don't know why we need mods. Yo, that's kind of messed up. Nice. You know, that's not exactly what I was looking to draw, I'm gonna be honest with you. Exactly the card that I was looking to draw. Dude, we got heisted. I haven't been heisted in a while. What is this 96% on yes? Can we get some no voters? We got to even out these odds a little bit. I mean, I guess I'll take the spells. Even though one of them is not very good against whatever this Rakdos deck is. Oh, come on! To be honest with you, I'm just gonna do this. Just be mana efficient. They're not gonna duress me, right? Yeah, this is not really an aggressive deck. This is more of like a mid-range deck, or almost even to the... It's almost like a control deck sometimes. It certainly has the ability to play like a control deck better than Prowess can. What the fuckity is this? Did bro just cast the Speed Demon against me? Sure did. I don't know what the best way to do this is. Poopy Pirates. Excellent username. Thank you for the 2 months. He's going for speed. Well, if I'm doing that, isn't it just better to do it this way? And then reset the first talent? Isn't this the same thing? Just up a 1/1. Keep that for the terror. I don't even know if it's worth keeping that, but... I think I'd rather have 2 tokens than 2 talents. Like, one, they can't remove the talent from the battlefield in black-red, so the first one with the talent is good enough for a loop anyways. Bloodletter of Aclazotz. Hit you with one of these. That thing is also dead. Gotta do it this way, right? Go here. Then play a 2-mana 5/5. Alright, good talk, good talk, good talk. Okay. Mono black demons, huh? Mono black demons. I mean, I don't really want these. I kind of wish we had, like, a better way to answer large creatures, you know? Like, we're not playing any of the Witchstalker Frenzy or Scorching Shot. We're not playing any of that stuff. I mean, we have towns, but... Sounds like the only thing we have. I want to get the Abrades and the Torches out, but I don't know what to add. Just stock up counterspells, maybe? Yeah, we could keep in some torches for Slasher, because if they have the 2/4, they definitely have Slasher. So maybe Abrade out, stock up for sure in. I think I like Pierce. Can shave a cantrip maybe. And then just do 3 Pierce, 2 Torch. We could even go down a Burst Lightning for a 3rd Torch. Let's try that. Fine hand. Duress. See, I was under the impression that Duress could not take creatures, but Duress is able to take my card that makes a creature, so that's kind of bullshit. I mean, now I kind of wish I had that Pierce. Okay. Go. Kramer, do you mean that Pierce? Yes. Oh my god. I mean, I'm not doing much, but... Have you tried a humans build with Voice of Victory and Sage of the Skies? What's the benefit to being a humans deck? Yeah, what's the payoff? Stoka. I'm pretty sure I just cast Time Walk, right? Yeah, let's just cast Time Walk this turn. Oh, I forgot that Copper Code Vanguard was still legal. Never thought about that. You probably do need a little bit more than Copper Code Vanguard. And the issue with Vanguard is, like, given how many shocks are in the format, just there's so many people playing different shocks that it's really hard to justify playing a card like that. Wait, didn't I say that Mono Black couldn't kill enchantments? What's up with that? That's not fair. You can't do that. God, we're so close. So if I torch it, yeah, I can't do that. Damn it. All right. If they had let the Prowess triggers resolve for some reason, can we get a spell count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The answer is enough. You ever just take... No, never mind. I was going to say Terror Land, but let's just do this. I was going to say Terror Land, if we could just go Land, Terror, Hearth Elemental, and then just have this for the stupid demon, but this is also probably fine. Weird line, but I think this is okay. Yeah, we're playing Prowess, by the way. Nice Prowess deck. Jesus. I like this deck a lot. It seems like it's doing... Like, you basically just take all the best parts of the Prowess deck without any of the terrible cards. Because, to be honest, I kind of hate Slick Shot and Monstrous Rage in the Prowess deck. Target opponent sacrifices half the creatures they control of their choice rounded up. Wait, I was just dead if they drew a land? No, because I could have bounced the Bloodletter. No. It's rounded up, right? Oh, so if I bounce now, I have to sack 2 things? Is that how that works? Right? Because 1.5 rounded up. Yeah, so... Yeah, so we just let that happen. Fine. Wait, why did I sack a Terror? I don't know, man. It doesn't matter, right? Like, who cares? But yeah, I don't know why I sacked a Terror. That was stupid. Okay, yeah, they're off it. That was my bad. I'd like to play first. I can't even opt on turn 1. I can kill their little Ralphs, though. I will be doing that. Steve! Hi, Steve. Bobach, recruit! This song is so good. Uh-oh. I'm in danger. I've never been a pretty big fan of Cage against the really hyper-aggressive decks, and I don't think that necessarily... Like, I think it's honestly even worse with Prowess. I don't know if I can, in good faith, recommend Cage right now. Seems kind of sketchy. So I go opt first. Also, my issue with Cage is... if this Prowess deck is going to make more people play Lockdown, then I don't want to be playing Cage. You know what I mean? Like, the more Lockdowns in the format, the worse it is for Cage. And that scares me a lot. Even if you can probably get the Cage deck to be reasonable against the Prowess decks, it's just, like, you just get so much splash hate with all these Lockdowns. Yeah. Okay. In need of something. I mean, I bricked. I didn't brick, but you know what I mean. Obviously, it's still good. Is that game? No, it's not even close to game, right? All right, you figure it out. Could have, like, killed one of their homies before blocks, but move the Cutter to Terror. Well, I think I can kill them depending on how many things they block with the Burst Lightning. Like, if they go chump, chump, and then chump the Terror, that's 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I guess I'm one short if I do that. But, I mean, also just holding up interaction for the turn they Cage, you know? Yeah. They realize they just can't win. I feel like there's one of those spots where I can just play it super safe because I kind of have everything covered, you know? All right, Pierce out. Clasm, Torch to stop the stop the Cage. I'm gonna keep in the town, I guess. We'll just cut a talent and a cantrip. I believe it is this weekend, yes. So it'll be interesting to see what happens at that tournament. I mean, I expect there to be a shitload of red decks. That's obviously not, that's not a hot take, but what do you guys think the metagame is going to be for just red decks as a whole, right? And that includes Prowess, Gruul, Mono Red, Rakdos, Boros, like all that stuff. What do you think what do you think the percentage metagame share of red decks will be? Like, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it was close to 50. Yeah, we hit a land here, right? It's just not even worth going for. I don't think it's worth going for. It's going to be 35 if we count Izzet. Yeah, like I said, I think it's even going to be higher than that. I legitimately would not be surprised if it was close to 50. If you're going to, you know, combine them all together. Yeah, I don't count Jeskai Control as a red deck now.